ఇది ఇక్కడ so there is a sample error and there is true error. This is indicated by error SH. What is H now here? What is H now? H is hypothesis. H is hypothesis. So error SH is sample error and error DH is true error. Calculating sample error is quite simple and easy, straightforward. Number of errors by the number of samples. But calculating this is quite difficult. So what we are trying to do is, we are trying to estimate error D. We are trying to estimate the true error from the sample error. Suppose data given is very less. Data given is less and no other data is given except R and N. Is given and if the data is unbiased data, unbiased data means all of them have equal probability, just like tossing a coin. Unbiased data, then we can say that sample error or the true error can be taken as the same as the sample error if no data is given. But if other data like confidence is given, what we do is we try to estimate this error distribution, true error, as an interval. That means error SH plus or minus a constant called Zn, maybe Z capital N, Jesse, just Z capital N into, tell me, variance by number of samples. What is variance? Sorry, standard deviation. How do we calculate standard deviation? From the square root of variance. And what is the variance formula? N P into 1 minus P. What is P here? error sh. So sigma by n is equal to square root of n into p into 1 minus p by n. So that is equal to n square root n gets cancelled. So this is p into 1 minus p by n square root, total square root. So here the error dh is estimated as the error sample error h plus or minus zn into square root of this p is nothing but the sample error. So error sh into 1 minus error sh by total number of samples n. And error sh is calculated from the formula r by n. And what is zn? How do we calculate zn? For zn, there is a table. For zn, there is a table. And what is the table? The table will be given. So these are important values in the table. If you want the confidence 95%, Zn value is 1.96. If the confidence is 90%, Zn value is 1.64. If the confidence is 80%, Zn value is 1.28. If the confidence is 68, it is 1. If the confidence is 50, 0.67. So suppose I want 90% confidence. So I will take Zn as 1.64. I will take 1.64. So based on that, I will calculate Z. I will substitute Zn and I will estimate the error with some confidence. So error dh is estimated from error sh in terms of confidence interval. Confidence interval. In terms of confidence interval. Now, when we talk about confidence interval, you can take the graph and this is something like this. So your distribution is like this. This is your interval, confidence interval. And actually Zn is the area of this shaded, Zn is the area of this shaded portion. So if we will accept the hypothesis if it falls under this shaded area, and this is rejection area. Rejection area. If your hypothesis falls under this area, we will reject it. So this is called a two-sided interval. two-sided interval. And there are certain intervals which are one-sided intervals. One-sided intervals. That means this will also be shaded. So only this will be rejected. All the remaining things will be accepted. This is one-sided interval. This is two-sided. This is one-sided interval. That means there is only upper limit. Intakante datite, you will reject it. If it is below that, you will accept it. Here you have both lower limit as well as upper limit in two sides. One-sided interval. So here, when we talk about confidence C, we express C in terms of significance. Significance is the opposite of the confidence. Alpha. So C, the percentage of confidence is equal to 100 into 1 minus alpha. So if I say 95% confidence or 90% confidence, what is the alpha? What is the alpha for two-sided? 90 by 100, 0.9, and 1 minus 0.9, it is 0.1. Significance is 0.1. That is for two-sided interval. In case of one-sided interval, the confidence is given as 100 into 1 minus alpha by 2. That means if you are expressing 90% confidence in two-side, confidence in two-side, unnara?
Yes, sir.
If you express 90% confidence in two-side interval, then one-side interval 100 into 1 minus alpha by 2. That means alpha is equal to 0.9 alpha by 2 into 1 minus 0.9. No. 2 into, no. Alpha by 2 is equal to 0.9, and if you express 90% confidence, then alpha is equal to 0.1, and if it is two-side interval, it will be 0.5, double. The alpha will be 0.5 in case of two one-sided interval. One-side interval. So the confidence is equal to 1 minus 100 into 1 minus alpha, that is 0.05. That means 95, 0.95. So 95% confidence. What you have to understand is 90% confidence in two-side interval. 90% confidence in two-side interval. पे AC आ जाएगा. 90% confidence in transmit that bit. In two-side interval, is equivalent to 95% confidence in one-sided interval. So that's what we have seen in the previous case also. So if it is 95% in two-sided, then alpha is equal to 0.05. And in case of one-sided interval, it will be 0.025. Then the confidence becomes 97.5. So what we write is 95% two-sided confidence is equal to 97.5% one-sided interval. So this is the one-sided interval and two-sided interval. Let me go further. Are you able to see the PPT? Shailaja?
Sir.
PPT కనపడుతుందా?
Sir.
Are you able to see the PPT? Yeah.
Sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. So this is what we were discussing, and in the last class we have seen this one: sampling, sample error, true error, and this is how we calculate the confidence interval, and what is mean and what is variance, and this is binomial distribution, and this is your variance, standard deviation, and square root of np by 1 minus p, and by n will give you square root of p into 1 minus p by n, and this is standard deviation by n, that will be the sigma standard deviation of errors, that is sigma r by n. This is the value. So mean plus Zn into sigma if it is normal distribution.
Sir,
అమ్మా
slide change కావట్లేదు సార్.
అందరికి చేంజ్ కావట్లేదా పిల్లలు?
Yes, sir.
మీకు ఏ స్లైడ్ కనపడుతుంది?
Two-sided and one-sided numbers.
Okay. So two-sided bounds and one-sided bound, just now we have explained it. So for two-sided it is 100 into 1 minus alpha percentage. Slide change అయిందా?
No sir, same sir.
Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
The normal distribution is symmetric about its mean. So two-sided interval is 100 into 1 minus alpha, whereas one-sided interval, which has only lower bound but no upper bound, and it will be 1 minus alpha by 2. What is alpha now? What is alpha? Significance. Significance. Alpha is significance, opposite of the confidence. So this is two-sided interval. This is two-sided interval. This is the rejection area, and this is one-sided interval. If our hypothesis falls in this area, we will reject it. So in one-sided interval, there is no lower bound. In two-sided interval, there is lower bound as well as upper bound. But in one-sided interval, there is only upper bound. There is no lower bound. So what is central limit theorem? What is central limit theorem? ఏమా మీకు కనపడుతుందా?
No, sir.
So what is central limit theorem? What is central limit theorem? Central limit theorem is, as the number of samples increase, the distribution will look like normal distribution. What is normal distribution? A bell-shaped curve. So this is sample number one. If you are throwing dice, this is only one time you throw the dice. This is the distribution. 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, more than 5. So the more the samples you have, the more your distribution will look like a normal distribution. When it is normal distribution, we can calculate the variance mean very easily. I think there is some problem with slideshow. Okay, let me proceed further. So central limit theorem is, as n tends to infinity, your distribution will be a normal distribution. What is normal distribution? Mean is 0, standard deviation is 1. That is normal distribution. Mean is 0, standard deviation is 1. This is your normal distribution. Mean is 0, standard deviation is 1. When it is normal distribution, you can calculate the things very easily. So the central limit theorem is, Chapandi? Yes? Evarana okal Chapandi? Pillalu? Ashwini? What is central limit theorem?
Sigma by root n.
కదమ్మా నేను వర్డ్స్లో చెప్పాను కదా. ఏం చెప్పాను సెంట్రల్ లిమిట్ థీరం అంటే, యాజ్ ద నంబర్ ఆఫ్ శాంపుల్స్ ఇంక్రీజ్ ద డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ విల్ లుక్ లైక్ నార్మల్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్. నంబర్ ఆఫ్ శాంపుల్స్ తక్కువ ఉంటే, నంబర్ ఆఫ్ శాంపుల్స్ తక్కువ ఉంటే it will look like, it will not look like a bell shaped curve. As the number of samples increase, it will look like bell shaped curve. That is central limit theorem. When n tends to infinity, it will be looking like a normal distribution. That is central limit theorem. What is normal distribution? Tell me. Mean is equal to, what is mean and standard deviation of normal distribution? ఇప్పుడే చూసాం కదా. What is the mean? Mean is, hello, what is the mean and standard deviation of normal distribution? Tell me. Emma. Standard distribution లో మీన్ ఎంత ఉంటుందమ్మా? 0. Standard distribution లో mean will be 0 because it is symmetric. 0 and standard deviation is 1. That is normal distribution. And we can calculate in normal distribution mean as 1 by n into sigma yi, that is equal to 1. Mean is equal to, sorry, 0. Mean is equal to 0 because it is symmetric, half negative, half positive. So this is the formula for normal distribution. Now when we want to compare two hypotheses, how we can do that? We want to compare two hypotheses. For example, అందరు ఏమనుకుంటారు, వెయిట్ తగ్గాలనుకుంటారు కదా. సపోజ్ ఏదో కొత్త మందు వచ్చింది, ఆ మందు వాడటం వల్ల వెయిట్ తగ్గారు అనేది ఒక హైపోథసిస్. వెయిట్ తగ్గారు అనేది hypothesis. How can we test this hypothesis is given by paired t-test. Paired t-test. For example, put the side heading paired t-test. Paired t-test. So what is our hypothesis here? So our hypothesis is small t, t-test. So let us say there is a hypothesis ఏంటంటే, by using the new medicine, people lose their weight అనుకుందాం. This is hypothesis. So what we take is, we will take it as an alternative hypothesis. What is the null hypothesis? What is the null hypothesis? Tell me. What is the null hypothesis? Opposite of this. What we take null hypothesis? We will take this as there will be no weight difference after the medicine also. There will be no difference in weight. This is null hypothesis. This is H0. This is HA. Alternative hypothesis. సో జనరల్గా మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే, నల్ హైపోథసిస్ని టెస్ట్ చేస్తాం. దీని వాల్యూని బట్టి వి విల్ డిసైడ్, ఇది రాంగ్ అయితే ఇది ట్రూ, ఇది రైట్ అయితే ఇది రాంగ్. సో ఫర్ దాట్ వీ నీడ్ సమ్ డేటా, సమ్ శాంపుల్స్. లెట్ us టేక్ సమ్ 10 శాంపుల్స్. యాక్చువల్గా గ్రేటర్ దాన్ 30 ఉండాలి శాంపుల్స్, బట్ మనకు 30 అంటే మరీ ఎక్కువ అయిపోద్ది. కాబట్టి వాట్ వీ డూ ఇస్ వీ టేక్ some example data from 10 samples. So weight before the medicine, weight after the medicine. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ. కొంతమంది తగ్గారు, కొంతమంది తగ్గలేదు. సో this is sample data. So this is sample data. దీన్ని మనం paired t-test అంటాం. ఎందుకు అంటామంటే both the data are generated from the same population. Both hypothesis అంటే ఈ data they belong to the same అంటే ఒకే పర్సన్ డేటాని we are taking before the medicine, after the medicine, or whatever may be. This is the before medicine, this is after. అంటే రెండు డేటాలు కూడా ఒక దగ్గర నుంచే వస్తున్నాయి. And we will calculate the difference also. What is the difference? So paired t-test అనేది t-test is a test used for testing hypothesis. So what we do is we calculate a parameter called p. ఇంతకుముందు z అనే మనం ఎలా అన్నామో ఇక్కడ we calculate a parameter called p. And our calculated p and critical p, which is taken from the table, will be compared. They will be compared. And based on the comparison, we will reject the null hypothesis or we will accept the null hypothesis. So here in our problem, let us calculate the mean of it. What is the mean of it? Average, kada? So the average of this is the average of this, not average of this, and what is the standard deviation? How do you calculate standard deviation? Tell me. Or what is the variance? What is the variance formula? Pillalu. What is the variance formula? Amma? Xi minus mean whole square
by L.
Yeah. That is standard deviation by n. Variance is equal to, yeah, by n. Sorry. Sigma. What is variance? Sigma xi minus mu, that is the mean, whole square by n. That is the variance, and that is sigma square. And we will calculate standard deviation also. What is standard deviation? Square root of the variance, that is equal to square root of sigma x minus mu whole square by n. So we have to calculate the standard deviation also, and here we have standard deviation. So I can calculate here. ఇక్కడ ఈ వాల్యూస్ నేను మీన్ వాల్యూస్ని ఇక్కడ పెట్టుకుంటాను. equal to standard deviation. Standard deviation is 5.48121 and this standard deviation is 5.7746 and variance ఒకవేళ మీరు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయాలన్నా కూడా you can do it equal to W minus the mean 77.6. This is equal to variance అంటే into and what is the sum here? 270.4 by divided 10. That will give you the variance 27.04. What is the root of 27.27? What is the root of 27? What is the root of 27?
5.196.
Same. This is the standard deviation. So you can calculate from here, or you can, if you are using Excel, you can do it manually. So by comparing these two, let me show you the method. There is I am using a website called Math is Fun for fundamental aspects. Their animations and explanations are good. So then we'll calculate a t value from the formula sigma dn. ఈ ఫార్ములా రేపు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. So from that we'll calculate a t value, and this t value will be compared with the table value. Based on this comparison, you will reject the hypothesis or you will accept the hypothesis. One more concept is there called degrees of freedom. That also we will see tomorrow. Give your attendance, please. So with tomorrow we'll close this second unit and we'll go to the third unit, Bayesian learning. This is almost all mathematics subject. You should have calculator with you always. And this is all calculations and learning. This hypothesis testing is chapter, purely statistics. I didn't take class on Saturday. పిల్లలు
No, sir.
సాటర్డే క్లాస్ తీసుకున్నాను.
No, sir. It's raining on that day. ఆ రోజు వర్షం ఉందని మీరు క్యాన్సిల్ చేశారు సార్.
అయ్యా యా యా అది ఫ్రైడే అనుకుంటా కదమ్మా. ఫ్రైడే సాటర్డే 4th తీసుకున్నాను క్లాసు. 2 days గ్యాప్ వచ్చింది. 5th సాటర్డే, 6th సండే. ఓకే.
సాటర్డే క్లాస్ తీసుకున్నారు సార్.
ఏ రోజు క్యాన్సిల్ చేశాను. ఎప్పుడు థర్స్డే అనుకుంటా. మీ ఎగ్జామ్ అయిన తెల్లారే ఎందుకులే అని క్యాన్సిల్ చేశాను. కాకపోతే తీసుకున్నాను క్లాస్. 3rd hour తీసుకున్నాను. అటెండెన్స్ చేశాను బట్ మర్చిపోయింటా. గివ్ యూర్ అటెండెన్స్ ప్లీజ్. భవానీ.
ప్రెజెంట్ సార్.
ధర్మారావు. అంకిత. అంకిత
ప్రెజెంట్ సార్.
చెప్తావు కదా మొన్న.
వచ్చా సార్.
త్రివేణి.
ప్రెజెంట్ సార్.
మొన్న వచ్చావా?
నో సార్.
అఖిల్. గోపాలరావు. మన్విత.
ప్రెజెంట్ సార్. నెట్వర్క్ ప్రాబ్లం అంట.
వర్ష. కళ్యాణి. మహేష్ బాబు. సుష్మా. పద్మప్రియ.
సార్.
మామేశ్వరి. భవానీ.
ప్రెజెంట్ సార్.
నాగరాజు. నవ్య.
ప్రెజెంట్ సార్.
ప్రితీష్.
ప్రెజెంట్ సార్.
మహబూబీ. మహబూబీ మొన్న వచ్చింది. భవ్యశ్రీ.
ప్రెజెంట్ సార్.
శ్రీజ.
ప్రెజెంట్ సార్. నెట్వర్క్ ప్రాబ్లం అంట.
శిరీష. శిరీష వచ్చినట్టుంది కదా. శిరీష. సౌజన్య. సౌజన్య. సరిత. వైభవశ్రీ.
ప్రెజెంట్ సార్.
సౌజన్య వచ్చింది సార్. సరిత కూడా వచ్చింది సార్.
ప్రవళిక.
ప్రెజెంట్ సార్.
శైలజ.
ప్రెజెంట్ సార్.
త్రివేణి. అశ్విని.
ప్రెజెంట్ సార్.
ఫర్హీన్. ఫర్హీన్.
ప్రెజెంట్ సార్.
త్రివేణి.
ప్రెజెంట్ సార్.
గోపి. మౌనిక. అనుష.
నెట్వర్క్ ప్రాబ్లం అండి సార్.
రాజేష్. గణేష్. సాయి కుమార్.
ప్రెజెంట్ సార్.
శ్రీజ.
ఎస్ సార్.
సాయి తేజ.
ప్రెజెంట్ సార్.
సాయి శ్రీ. కదా. సుమేలా,
Present, sir.
okay, you can leave VEC people. Give your attendance, SKEC students. Layara, Shravani,
Present, sir.
Tony, Supriya,
Present, sir.
Priyanka,
Present, sir.
Lavanya, Lavanya, Vijay, Vennela, Jyoti, Rashekar, Shoyab,
Present, sir.
Sai Kumar, Javed, Nagarjuna. Okay.